Live from Ohio University, you're watching WOUB2, television for Athens County.
A new office in Athens could help police fight crime.
A gift helps Alden Library rediscover artifacts from the state's past.
And a team at Ohio University finds a new source of energy in your bathroom. All this and more on Athens Midday.
It takes a lot of time and money to process evidence of crimes in our area. Good afternoon, I'm Kirsty Zontini.
And I'm Justin Sampson. A lot of those resources can now be saved by fairly inexpensive decisions. A regional office of the Bureau of Criminal Investigation and Identification will open here in Athens. Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine made that announcement Friday. Matt Archibald was at the event and joins us live with a closer look at this new office.
That's right, Justin. Counties are dealing with shrinking budgets, and while this office isn't expected to bring much in the way of new jobs, it will save money and time.
I would describe our opening of the Athens office, Southeast Ohio, as part of our effort to provide more timely, better, more effective service to law enforcement so law enforcement can do their job and protect the public.
More effective service for law enforcement. That was the message from Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine. The office will include a full-time polygraph operator, house BCI special agent offices, and serve as an evidence pickup and drop-off point 5 days a week. These specialized agents will not have to drive to Athens, but will be headquartered here, allowing them to lend a quicker hand to local law enforcement.
Really be the home base for several of our field agents and supervisors. Many times we have people who are on the road, they're working in this part of the state. They need a base. They need someplace to operate out of.
The new CBI office will help local police and sheriff's departments cut down on time and money because they won't have to drive out to Jackson, the nearest drop-off point. But Police Chief Tom Pyle says the city of Athens could also be seeing some benefits.
With that kind of a drop-off point in the city, just in the evidence area alone, it means that there are going to be a lot more police departments in this area picking up, dropping off evidence at various times. So that's going to increase people's feelings of security and safety.
And with extra police presence, potential criminals may stay away from Athens.
People are going to think twice about coming to this area because they know those resources are here.
The new BCI office will be the 5th in the state and is scheduled to open sometime between July 1st and August 1st. It will be located at 86 Columbus Road. Reporting live for Athens Midday, I'm Matt Archibald.
To learn about specific services that BCI offices across the state offer, get online and check out our website, athensmidday.com.
A 20-year-old Coolville man will be spending the next 4 years in prison. According to the Marietta Times, Seth W. Smith was found guilty on multiple counts of breaking and entering at a Muskingum Township cabin. Prosecutors say he stole more than $150,000 in cash, coins, bonds, and precious metals. An Ohio jury must now decide whether to recommend the death penalty for a woman convicted of killing her baby daughter in a microwave oven. Arguments will be heard today in the sentencing of China Arnold. She was found guilty on Friday of aggravated murder in her third trial and awaits the decision from the jury on whether she will face the death penalty. The judge may either accept or reject a death recommendation. A street party at Ohio State this past weekend ended with the arrest of 3 men. 2 Ohio State students and another man spent the night in the Franklin County Jail after a street fest got out of hand. All 3 men face charges of assaulting police officers. Matthew J. Coleman faces 2 counts. Michael E. Shevick and Brian F. Witt both face 1 count each. Coleman and Witt are students and could also face dismissal or less severe penalties from the school.
A gift from the National Institute of Historical Publications and Records will allow Ohio University's Alden Library to digitize archive items that had long been forgotten. Rob Schreier joins us live to tell us how this could affect the history of Athens County and Ohio University.
That's right. Inside boxes in the archives section, workers at OU's Alden Library are uncovering materials about the state's past. What they are finding could lead to new discoveries about the first settlers of the Northwest Territory.
Many of these things have been in the collection for dozens of years, decades. We're finding things that we even didn't know that we owned.
Alden Library is sitting on a pot of research gold. A recent federal grant gives OU's Research Hub $120,000 to put unique and rare collections on the web. Some of the books, documents, and artifacts were uncovered for the first time and could lead to groundbreaking discoveries.
Athens was really one of the first communities in the Northwest Territory. It's an important cultural, important historical link to the creation of this nation.
Inside Alden are treasures such as Ohio University founder Manasseh Cutler's document chest and merchant records from Athens dating back to the early 1800s. What the federal grant allows Alden libraries to do is take information out of books that are as old as 1802 and make them accessible through computers and smartphones. And for many OU students, this move makes sense.
I think more people access a lot of their information from the internet rather than looking in books or articles, especially modern day.
Once the archiving begins, there will be no limit to access information for scholars and students alike.
It doesn't depend on a student knowing in advance that this is here. It's that you can type a topic into Google and you'll find the information that's in Alden.
OU also has rare collections of American Civil War and World War II documents that will also be digitized. Seeing all these items in person really brought the history to life, and that's exactly the feeling that this project wants to bring to everyone. Reporting live in the Athens Midday Newsroom, I'm Rob Schreier.
Thanks, Rob. To find out why Alden Library received the grant money over many other national libraries and museums, check out athensmidday.com. Ohio has overturned a requirement that requires school districts to offer all-day kindergarten, but some superintendents in Lancaster say they don't plan on scaling back the program. They say they find all-day kindergarten to be more beneficial than half-day programs when it comes to test scores and student readiness. A firm in Athens is trying to produce energy from an unlikely source. E3 Technologies is looking at urine as a possible energy source. While urine is about 99% water, there's plenty of hydrogen in the remaining urea. If that urea can be separated, it can be stored in fuel cells that developers are calling P-Power. Ohio University professor Dr. Gerardine Bott says that if a little bit of energy is added, it can trigger a reaction. Professors have already been able to power a tiny car completely from urine. The firm is now developing the green boxes, which are individual units in toilets that would grab energy from buildings or wastewater treatment plants.
Meigs County and their operating budget won't end up losing any money they receive from the state. After passing in the House, the Ohio budget bill has made its way to the Senate. The Pomeroy Centennial reports that counties like Meigs, which receive less than $500,000 from the state, won't see a reduction. The Meigs County General Fund receives about $260,000 and will see the amount for the next 2 years. America's CEOs say they are hiring more workers, and the nation's economy is why. CNN's money survey of 24 CEOs of public and private companies revealed a positive outlook for our nation's jobs. But they are still nervous about gas prices and debt problems facing not only U.S. but also Europe. All but one CEO said they felt more confident about the economy. Nearly half said higher gas and commodity prices or inflation are still major risk factors.
A proposal to the state legislature would more than double the number of logging rights sold in Ohio's forests. The plan would bring an estimated $700,000 in state revenue. The Columbus Dispatch reports the proposal would allow logging of 29% of new growth, an increase to 36% the following year. Right now, the state allows logging of only 17%. A Kentucky group has won a 2011 Arbor Day Award from the National Arbor Day Foundation. The Appalachian Regional Reforestation Initiative won the Forest Lands Leadership Award for sustainable forestry efforts. The group has reforested about 45,000 acres with more than 30 million trees since 2007. An Ohio politician is one of only a few people to see photos of Osama bin Laden's body.
And find out how changes in Libya will affect your gas tank. Athens Midday is back in 2 minutes.